too hot. I can't drink this yet. Anyways, welcome to Alice and Anna. My name is Anna, and today, due to popular demand, aka no one, I've decided to do my makeup routine. We all fake being YouTubers and like talking while doing our makeup. And since I'm recovering from a cold, as you can probably tell, I have zero ideas for YouTube, so I had to do my makeup anyways. So I guess it's kind of like a get ready with me. But anyways, I know that nobody cares, but if you are watching this, thank you very much. You are appreciated. So let's get started. I've already moisturized my face and put my sunscreen on, which is essential. And honestly, I'm not really good at makeup, so this is for you if you don't know where to start and you're bad with makeup. So I start with my concealer, and I only put it like underneath my eyes and any like red spots. I mean, I chose good lighting, so you probably won't be able to see all my red spots, but I have like a lot of little scars from my past acne. I use my beauty blender to blend it out. Sometimes I go through periods where sometimes I use my fingers to blend out my concealer, but I think most of the times it's beauty blender just because it's so much faster, and I genuinely don't like taking too long with my makeup. So beauty blender is just the easiest option for me. I've also come back to the Maybelline Fit Me Concealer because I started off with this one. This was my first concealer actually, but then I was like looking for something that covered a little bit more because I was going through like an acne phase. And I tried it all, I really did, and honestly, price-wise, this is my favorite concealer because it does the same thing as the NARS Radiant Concealer that everybody's like, oh my god, it's the best one. But it's so much cheaper, and then I didn't like the way so many other concealers like sit on me, so like the Glossier or the Shape Tape, all of those. So this is the one. You want to save money? Maybelline Fit Me Concealer, honestly. I don't think anybody is going to care, but just in case, my shade is number 20. I think it's called Sand. I'm not sure, it doesn't really say the name. It just says 20, I don't know. But anyways, I put very minimal amounts, but it does brighten up so much and it makes me feel so much more alive. And then I go in with my contour. Contour is something that I learned recently. I didn't used to do it, but now I'm like, ooh, I like it. And this one is the matchstick in the color Amber from Fenty Beauty. And I love this. I don't know why, I don't think it's even that noticeable, but you know, I think makeup is very much personal. So if it makes you happy, even though it's not noticeable, do it. So I just put it right underneath my cheekbone, and I take this little brush. I just do like some circle motions and drag it to blend it in. I actually saw this product in Nikki Tutorials when I was doing research for a video that we did for YouTube, my sister and I, where it was like we were following one of her tutorials. And while watching her videos, I saw this product and it looked great on her as well. So I'm guessing like just pale skin types thrive with this one for contour. I'm not sure how it would look with darker skin though, so don't take my word for it. But it just blends out really nicely and it looks really natural, and I don't know, it adds some like definition. I know I'm not very precise. I know that some people are super precise with their contour. I am not. I just like everything super blended. So I don't like this like super sharp line, if that makes sense. So I just make sure that it's really well blended out. And I don't know, look, it's a really nice like moment. Anyways, with everything that's left over, I just go to the tops of my forehead and just drag it out there. Next up, I have two ways of doing my blush, and I always do my blush right after my contour because I like doing the two lines and then blending it in with my bronzer. Right now I'm using this cream blush. I used to wear powder brush, but I'm really liking this shade right now. This is the Colourpop something. The entire packaging just fell off of it, so I don't know what the actual name is, but I know it's the Colourpop thing, and the shade is Aloha. I'm guessing it's just a regular blush stick. I'm not sure if it just has like a different name or anything, but this is how much I use. It's not too much. And then I grab this like small elf brush that is like my favorite thing ever. It's a small stipple brush and just blend it out. This one I use for powders or creams, and this one is my blush one specifically because I like the small one for the blush and it works out great. And I do the same thing as my contour where I just like do circular motions, but this one I'm a little bit more like free with it, and I drag it upwards until here, just because I find that if you put your blush like that, it really like lifts your face up. So I really like that. Once it's all blended out and like really nicely, I just take anything that's left over and I put it on my eyelids like that. Just to give it some like base to it. Those are all my cream products. So I'm gonna start with my powder products. I have this bronzer and it's the Physicians Formula Butter Bronzer. This shade is the, this is such a difficult word for my dyslexia. Murumuru Butter Bronzer. I don't know what I'm saying. And I just go above my blush and my contour, just blending it again in like kind of like circular motions, just to make sure that it's like a blended thing and not like blush and contour, but it's like this really nice patch of like gradient almost. Like it starts with the blush and it fades into the bronzer and then it fades into the contour. That's what I like. I also love bronzer. I don't know why. I think it's because I'm used to having really tan skin because I'm from Mexico, and it's been a while since I've had tan skin because I don't live there anymore and there's no sun here in England, so I'm guessing that's what it is. But anyways, I drag it up to the forehead here so that everything seems super even and everything is just as warm, because there's nothing like having like a really warm cheek and then a really pale forehead. Like, I don't know, it just like throws me off if I do that. So I drag it upwards, just make sure that everything's super blended. I think 80% of what I spend my time while doing my makeup is literally blending it. Just because I'm so paranoid that there's gonna be like a harsh line or something. So that's the secret to my whole makeup routine. Blend, blend, blend. So once I'm done with that, I go with my bronzer again over here at the bottom and then over here on my neck as well. So I just want to make sure everything is super like seamless and is blended out nicely. I've pretty much finished with my complexion and I'm really happy with it. So next up I just go into my eyebrows. I have the Gimme brow gel from Benefit. This one, like this used to be the only thing of makeup that I used to wear when I went to high school, because like I love eyebrows, and I mean you can see I have really full eyebrows. So I like giving them a little bit more of a fill and just lifting them, and they stay all day with this. So brow gel. And this one, I don't know what it is about Benefit, because I've tried the Glossier one, I've tried you know, L'Oreal brow products, everything, and no, there's just something about Benefit. They know what they're doing with brows, and so I always come back to the Gimme brow, and honestly, I love it. This is also like the jumbo size, and I know that it doesn't look really big, but this lasts forever. So after my eyebrows, because I like to let it like dry, I go into my eyes. And my eyes are very boring, I guess you could say. I mean, it's my everyday, so it's not so like I want it to be super adventurous, but I do like it like being a lot darker. Before, I used to just grab one shade all around and just put it all over my eyelid, which is not bad. I actually still do that on my lazy days, but I've been experimenting more, so so I have a little bit of blush already on there, which doesn't make a difference to me at least. But I grabbed this like Colourpop palette that my mom gave to me, and it's called California Love, and it's just browns. I love browns and golds, and I only wear gold jewelry and stuff, so this is like the best palette for me. And so I grabbed this brown over here. It's called Mission. So I just tap my brush from Real Techniques. Is it Real Techniques? I think it is. I focus everything on the corner, and then once everything is really like on there, I then do like the whole like wind sheep? No, what is it? What is it called? Oh god, the lingo. Anna, you had it. You've watched so many videos. Well, I just wipe my brush on like the inner line of the eye. I don't know what it's called. You'll see me, so whatever. just tap it. I mostly start by tapping it, and then once I've laid most of it on my corner, I just do circular motions on there. And then once it has like kind of blended, I take it and just drag it across. And that's it. And that is basically what I do. So as you can see, I'm not like super precise because I don't know how to be precise. I feel like if I'm precise, it'll just be worse. So once I'm like done doing that whole thing, I just grab my finger and I do like that just to make sure that like it's kind of cleanish, almost. I don't know. I mean, it works. I think it works at least. So then I just go in with the other eye. Honestly, I feel like with everyday makeup, it's basically finding your own way of doing things, and then you just master it. Like whenever I do my makeup, I feel like I'm already like an expert. But then I try to do any other look that is not this one, and I just can't. I can't. Just because this one I've practiced and I've mastered. So I keep this one like near me, even though I'm done with like the outsides of my eyes. I keep this one near me just because, again, we're blending everything in later on. And then I have this little MAC gold shiny shade. I really like it. Alice and I both bought like together one of those like Christmas bundles from MAC that was like super discounted or something. I was like, oh, I want this one. So I kept it and it's really nice. And then I have this brush that has, it's literally brandless. I bought a whole brush set from Shein, and this one has survived throughout the time. So I use this one. It's just, I guess, flat. I don't know what to call this, but anyways, I just gently tap it only on one side, and I really tap it out because I don't want a lot of it because it's very, very orange. All the product that's already on this is enough for me, so I just tap it in, and I only tap it like on my eyelid, but not reaching my corner. That's it, and it gives it like a really nice shine. Then I go back to my other brush, the one that I used for the brown, and without adding more product, I just like blend it out again, the same place that I really like went through with the brown, just so that it looks blended with the like new glittered, I guess. And then again, clean up with my fingers. And that's almost it for the eyes. Go in with my highlighter. I like matte makeups, but I still like that little bit of a shine. So I do have a highlighter, but it's a very natural one. It's the Cookie from Benefit, and it's massive. I haven't done anything to it. Like, I don't think it even has a dent in it. And I've had it for over a year, and I really like it. It's very, very natural. So I just dip this other Shein brush into it. I do my cheekbone here up to my eyebrow, so I just let it connect, kind of focusing it more on my cheekbone. So I just do that on the other side as well, and then I tap it in there again and do it to the tip of my nose. I love the tip of my nose one. This one for the tip of my nose, I add a lot to it because this is one that I genuinely want it to like not look natural. Like, I want my tip of my nose to shine. So this one, I just lay it on there. And then anything left over, I just do one simple sweep through my nose. Dip it one more time, and then I'm just gonna tap on the same place that I put like the orange MAC glitter on my eyes, just to kind of tone down the orange. And then I just take over my finger and also tap it out just to blend it. And then with a smaller brush, also from Shein, I go in the corner of my eye over here to look more alive and like I've rested, because who has time for sleep? So I grab my beauty blender and I use the bottom part of my beauty blender to go over anything that has bronzer or blush or anything like that, just to make sure everything is super blended. And then with the side that I put my concealer on, I tap everything that should have concealer on. I guess this is where you check if you want to add more concealer. I usually don't, but sometimes there's a spot like this one where it's in the middle of where I apply like so much colored makeup that it's not going to disappear. So I just take this like tiny amount and I dot it really like on my finger and just dot it very little, and just with my finger I kind of apply it. And now that everything is blended and I've made sure that I like it, I grab my my setting spray, I guess, and it is the MAC one. It's the one that I got in the Christmas pack with this one, so I'm really happy with it. So I just spray it. I usually spray it 3 times, so like one side of my face, the middle, and then the other side of my face. I kind of let it dry out a little bit, and then I go in again with my beauty blender just to press in the setting spray. If I'm going to like an actual event, first of all, I'll probably use my foundation, and then on top of that I'll also like set my T-zone with powder, but not for every day, just because I feel like working and I like very natural. So now that I'm done with everything, I grab my eyelash curler. Every single guy that I've dated has looked at me while I'm curling my eyelashes and has been like, that looks like a torture device. But don't worry guys, it's literally just hair that you're curling. So like there's nothing being tortured. And then I go with my mascara. This is the Maybelline one, the Colossal. I just do the top one first because I want all the product to go on there. And then once all the product is there, I go with the lower line. Not too much, I guess. I don't want the lower line to like look like spiders or something. And then I re-dip and go on the other side. And once that is done, I always like to go through my eyebrows just to like one little quick brush, just to like remove any stiffness and for it to look very natural. The last thing is my lips. I always wear my Aquaphor because it makes them like really juicy and it hydrates them really well. But lately I use my Aquaphor, and then on top of that I get this MAC lipstick and I just apply it at the bottom, and that's it. And this one is the Sultry Move. Really sexy. It's very natural. I don't do that every day. The one that I just use every day is my Aquaphor. After that I just dry my hair if I want to, but not every day. And that's pretty much it. That is my makeup tutorial. Thank you for accompanying me on what I do every day and getting ready, because I need to run some errands, but I'm also quite sick, so thank you for joining me on a calm day. If you like this video, please leave a like or comment down below if you have any requests for any videos, and we will see you soon. Bye!